All right, we're back at the rink.
John hasn't showed up yet.
That's all right. So we got a little bit of a matchup today. We got a special guest today. Let me get a microphone going for him. Just hold it right there.
Okay.
All right, now stand by. Let's talk about our matchup today. Today, we're facing off against Centennial. We've got a little bit of the records going up on the screen for all the folks at home. I've upped my game, Liam. Today.
Oh, nice.
So we got the records of Centennial and you guys. So our overall record is 12-5-0. Centennial has played many less games, but they're 3-7-0. Their District 10 record is 1-3-0. Ours is 6-1-0.
There you go.
What did you think about the last game we were against Sunoco?
Well, I think our passing is very off. I think we could have done better on our shooting too. Like our shots, we could not raise them off the ground, and that goalie's pretty darn good at saving down low.
So what do you think about the neutral zone offensive puck handling?
For like our team or Unoka?
The what?
For Unoka or
our team. Our team.
Well, I think we weren't moving the puck fast enough. They'd get on us, and then we'd move it. So then they take the puck because we have so much pressure, I think. So
what adjustments would you like to see made tonight to make sure that we dominate Centennial?
Well, I think we need to pass it faster and move it way faster. I think we need to start moving our feet faster. Taking it wide, not going right up the middle. That's really an issue that we have.
Okay.
I think if we do that.
I like that, Liam. All right, John.
I see this goalie. These goalies. This guy can't save a puck for his life down low. And
let's talk about the goalie. Who do we got in net here? I actually got the lineup. Let's load the families at home so you can see the lineup for tonight. We got SLP on the left and Centennial on the right. So for goalie tonight, it looks like they got Jace Kelly. Looks like they got two
I know, you guys are gentry with me. So
what it knows is that Weinhold is going to be in net.
Good to see you again, young man.
How are you? Good
Liam.
So if Jace is in net, well, Jace is really bad at going top shelf. He gets down low and he's too slow at getting up.
Remember, he might watch this later on. Is this going to be fair feedback that he's going to agree with?
That's a fair feedback, I'd say.
Right.
And Jake.
What does he do well? What does he do?
He does really well at getting down in the butterfly really quick. And he's pretty tall, so he's like good at taking up the net, and he's like Oswald basically.
So you think that we need to make sure that we top cheddar it, top shelf it?
Top shelf it, because that's his weakness. I know.
Well, go find Patrick Quitzel, and he's got it.
Let's go, boys.
John, welcome.
Billy, how are you?
Good. Drinks are flowing nicely on those. We're live. We got lots of new tools to use.
You know, I'm always impressed with what you come up with every day. Always impressed.
So obviously everybody at home already saw that, but let's go back to this matchup stats. So everybody at home that's watching, you can see our overall record, but District 10 record, but that Minn Kota ranking. So Minn Kota takes all of the teams across the state, and they take them and they rank our boys to put it on different things. And so this is the rankings. We're 24th out of in state, according to Minnetonka. Centennial's ranking 50th. Now, Youth Hockey Hub, somebody has to actually enter our scores for Youth Hockey Hub. So there's lots of teams that are missed. So therefore, I kind of like the Minnesota ranking. I think that's more honest and probably got a better idea of where we're really at. We're 22nd according to Youth Hockey Hub, and Centennial's ranking 72nd. Going into today's game, you can see goals for and goals against. They're going to be huge. We got 88 goals for us and 33 goals for Centennial. Our goals against are almost equal, 52 and 57. So I think what we're going to see is that Centennial's really trying to find themselves offensively, and that's going to make a big difference going forward. What do you think, John?
Well, I think the Centennial team's struggling, and our boys have had some great glimpses of greatness. Tonight, I'd love to see them come up and hang at least double digits on this team.
Yeah, I would agree. Unfortunately, as you saw probably back in the rosters, we got Trevor Stone and Liam Hamas are both going to be out.
Those are
up the lineup.
Two of our perennial hard workers. I mean, hopefully the boys rally around them and get rolling today.
Yeah, and I'll bring it back up here, but both you'll see on the roster here, Trevor Stone, upper body injury, and William Hamas, upper body injury. And, that will be definitely an impact. We have one of our better defensemen, and Trevor Stone, definitely our top goal scorer. It's definitely going to cause us some problems, but luckily we're going up against Centennial today, where I think the boys can get a little leeway, but Centennial's going to be hungry and looking for a win. We're frustrated, I guarantee it.
I had a chance to talk to Liam before the game, and his prediction was 11 rip.
11 rip, really?
So, I mean, he's pretty confident. We got young refs. We got young Zebras. Hopefully they keep this game under control, and the boys can come out flying.
Well, I hope he's correct. Looks like the boys are just coming back. Going to take the face-off down here any second.
Well, who do we got? Who's Pickett going to start us with today?
Looks like the Pitzel line's going to go up first. We're going to have Pitzel, Gazzoni, Ross. We're going to have Kraus and Cullen out there for your D. We're going to come out with that win here. Will Pitzel brings it deep into the zone. He's going to work behind the net. Centennial coming up with it. I'll do a quick camera adjustment here while we're here.
Oh, what's up?
Centennial brings it in. Great save by Jake.
I'm mic'd up.
JoJo Ross there to collect it in the neutral zone, but Centennial able to get it again and get a rebound. We chip it back out to neutral ice. JoJo Ross there to pick it up. He tries to pass it. He's going to be able to get it back over to Graham Gazzoni. Max Peterson holds the zone. Centennial trying to get it out. They just can't get it. Graham Gazzoni and JoJo Ross. I'm sorry, that's Isaac Olsen now. The line change.
Oh, man. Great feed to the middle.
Beautiful. Isaac Olsen threw it right to Max Peterson. Peterson takes a great shot on goal, but that goalie's able to get a hold of it. We come back out to neutral ice. Isaac Olsen carrying it back in. Takes a shot on goal, saved by the goalie. Drew Milich picks it up behind the net, but has it taken from him. Green stepping up to help hold the zone. Well, he's pressuring. They go across ice behind the net to Milich. Milich looking for somebody out front. Fortunately, fans on it, and Centennial's able to regroup it. Drew, though, picks it back up. He comes in, takes a shot. Great goalie save there. Centennial carrying it back out to neutral ice. Drew Milich with a great takeaway as it comes back our way. Green grabs it, but passes it right back to Drew Milich. Isaac takes a shot. It looks like that goalie read it all the way, and
look what I found. I don't know if he read it all the way, but
I don't know, but he came
up. Olsen, this is his alma mater. He's got a bone to pick tonight. I'd love to see him come out and hang 3 up.
Yeah, this is his family's team. He goes to Centennial. All of his siblings play for Centennial, and he used to play for them. Couldn't get the waiver, and so he had to come play for us. We're lucky for it. And Like to see him get a few goals against it. Boys again, playing strong. Schulte with a shot on goal. Rebound in front. Just can't get it in, unfortunately.
I love the pressure right away. All three lines have had great scoring opportunities. Today is going to be a good day if they keep pounding.
Centennial comes up with this draw. Brings it on to the neutral ice. Fighting for it in the corner. Centennial able to come up with it. A backhander right on goal.
Of course, he picked it.
Jake's able to get a pad on it. Sorry, I'm hitting my own tripod here.
That is something else. I like how you
Boy's able to finally grab a hold of it here.
Oh, yeah.
Get it out of the zone. Will Pitzel throws it out to Schulte. Schulte up ahead. Centennial's D's grab a hold of it. They're going to get it out to neutral ice. Jackson Kraus brings it back out to the neutral zone. Hits Schulte there. Feeds it to Will Pitzel. Puck goes into the corner. Max Peterson steps up to hold the zone. Sends it back behind. Will Pitzel throws it out front. Unfortunately, nobody home. Centennial able to clear the zone. It's going to get the neutral zone. Carlin able to grab it. Gazzoni brings it back in. Gazzoni back behind. Feeds the point to Max Peterson.
I like seeing some changes in the lines.
I do too, you know. Get some opportunity and see if there's any other chemistry going on.
Yeah.
Puck comes out. Battle along the boards here. Boys feed JoJo Ross. Fortunately, Centennial able to keep possession there. Isaac Olsen comes up with it, goes into the neutral zone, passes to Graham Gazzoni. Graham Gazzoni tries to toe drag around the player, but just can't make it. Puck's going to come back out of the zone. Carlin first to it behind her net.
Thanks for coming.
Centennial able to grab a hold of this. They take a shot from the point. Rebound in front. Jake able to get a hold of both of those.
She ordered tater tots in the bar.
This is definitely looking like a different team than we played before, John.
Say, Billy, I want to give a shout out to a couple of our fans who I know are watching, Mr. and Mrs. Schulte. I ran into their daughter last night, and they said they watched the games. Thank you for watching, and we appreciate you guys.
Absolutely, I love it. Oh, Drew squaring off. Trying to beat the Centennial player. Fortunately, Centennial's puck landed on the stick of the goaltender before Drew could get there. Great forechecking by Drew Milich there. Puck goes behind our boards. Out front, but the passer, the shot was intercepted. Vaughn with a great job tipping it to the corner. Drew Milich picking up on the 5-side boards. He pitches it up to Pitzel. Pitzel has it tipped away. He's going to bring it back in off sides.
Wow, they got to communicate around the blue line. You just got to get straight across the blue line, get it deep, and get to work. Charlie, what are you seeing? We're 24th.
What am I seeing?
We have Charlie Pitzel here, Tatino Grace Junior varsity hockey player, former SLP alum, AA Bantam last year. What are you seeing here, Charlie, today, and what are your expectations?
I'm seeing some great forechecking right now. Expecting a big one out of the boys tonight. Famous for my older brother. Right now we're at 2-on-1 here. Great defense from Adrian Charleston, yeah. That was Vaughn there.
That'd be Michael. Adrian's a goalie.
Vaughn, brother. But I'm expecting a big win tonight. There goes Vaughn. Now I'm in a 2-on-1. Drew Milich to the side. Passes it one time. Sticks his glove out.
Beautiful play there. Von Norman passed it over to Drew Milich. Drew gets a great one-timer, but that goalie comes up with a great glove save.
Love the pass. I love the drive outside, back to the middle with a one-timer. That looks good. Let's keep it up.
We should have TikTok too.
Huh?
We should have TikTok too.
I could probably. I don't have a TikTok account, unfortunately.
Well, one thing you need to learn is you never tell a police officer what to do.
Recommending it.
Kraus picks that up on the blue line. He dumps it in deep behind the net. Kraus again picks it up along the blue line. This time he takes a shot. It goes just wide of the net. Centennial there to try to get it out. Bounce comes back out to neutral ice. Max is there to battle. Isaac Olsen throws it back in. He loses his stick though.
That's an offside.
Centennial's going to bring it in offsides.
You know, I'm pretty impressed with this Weinhold kid. He's shut us down a couple times on great offensive rushes. He robbed Olsen on one. So the boys got to keep pounding here. They're going to have to work harder on him.
Yeah, being down two of our best players obviously is definitely making an impact, but Centennial is really hungry, and they're looking for their first big one, or their second big win in districts, and they would love to make that one of our team. We're one of the better teams, obviously ranked third in districts. Some of the parents are not liking that. Kraus throws his body out in front. You get no call. One of the parents looking for a call for checking. Centennial centering that pass, but Stewart there to intercept it. Stewart battling for it in the corner. He grabs it. He throws it over to Schulte. Schulte brings it back out to neutral ice. They're going to enter the zone. Schulte with a shot hits the blocker, sent to the corner. Schulte gets his own rebound, throws it over to Stewart behind the net. Stewart rocking around. He's looking for options. He's going to feed Schulte. Schulte doesn't make any mistakes on that one. Stewart to Schulte, and Schulte finds the far side of the goalie.
That's our boy, Schulte. When you leave him alone in front of the net, he's going to find a way to
You're going to regret it typically, and just like that, we go up 1-0.
I don't know if the shots on goal are right. I think they only have one shot on goal. I don't know how they got 5. I'm not sure what's going on with that. We got Brock running the book, or the clock.
Yeah, I typically want to trust him, but
Brock and Jeff down there.
Centennial walks it into our zone. Centennial takes a shot from the point, but it goes wide of the board, to the net. Centennial able to keep possession of that. Hitzel dropping back to support Carlin in the corner. Centennial able to maintain possession. Intercepted by JoJo Ross. Hitzel comes up with it, feeds Graham Gazzoni through the neutral zone. Graham looking for passing options. Unfortunately, doesn't have anybody with him yet. Centennial able to come up with it in the boards. JoJo Ross coming across ice there to try to tip it away. Centennial able to clear the zone eventually, and Carlin grabs it. Carlin tips the puck, gets it up to JoJo Ross. He's going to chip it up the near side of the boards, goes back to Centennial. They're going to bring it back into the neutral zone. Centennial fans on that. They're trying to get a good shot off. Takes a shot from the corner. Jake reads that all the way. He's going to be able to get an easy glove save.
You know, I've got myself in an interesting position.
It should be under live on the same YouTube channel.
The last time that happened, I got a free ride home.
We're going to get a defensive zone draw. Sorry, John, I was talking to one of the parents there. I missed what you were saying.
Oh, nothing.
Jackson Kraus behind the net, battling. Von Norman steps up and chips it around. Centennial able to regain possession of it. They're going to make a pass, and Jackson Kraus comes up and steps up and pressures and forces a hard angle shot. Centennial back in, number 18 again. Throws one down between the legs of Kraus. Jake sees it luckily and gets a pad down. Puck again right through the crease, and Jake's able to get a cover on this. Dangerous plays in front of our net.
Well, and I don't like to see number 18 Centennial. They're hammering on the puck after the whistle. That's how goalies break their wrists. So hopefully that doesn't continue the rest of this game.
Off our defensive zone draw. Pitzel comes up with that. Goes back to Von Norman. Trying to break it out of the zone. Centennial gets it, throws a puck, goes far wide of the net.
I'm not sure if that was dumped in or a shot on goal.
Yeah. Oh, another dangerous play. Shot on net. The rebound goes right out front, but our D gets his stick on the other player, and they're able to prevent that shot from going in. They had a wide open back end. Stu walking in with speed, takes a shot, gets blocked in front though.
Yeah.
Oh, what a great pass. Hitzel goes to Schulte in the corner and tries to feed Stewart across ice. Just can't connect on that one. Centennial bringing it back into his zone. Can't get by Stewart and Kraus. Kraus feeds it up to Pitzel, brings it back into the neutral zone.
Oh, that's got to go deep.
Fortunately, yes, Centennial's able to cut him off and not able to get it in. Michael Chalstrom steps up. He goes around the first player at the blue line, brings it in through the neutral zone. He's going to dump it in deep behind the boards. Our boys are going for a line change. JoJo Ross steps up to pressure. Centennial trying to clear the zone, but it hits a player in front. JoJo Ross comes up with it. Drops it back to Isaac Olson. Fortunately, it just comes out of the zone. Chalstrom there to pick it up, and we got a player down on the ice, and we're going to get a whistle because of it.
You know, one thing I'd like to see the boys do, I noticed all 5 of the Centennial players were below the dots on that last offensive possession. Let's see the boys use the D, spread that zone out, and try to open up the ice a little bit and get some shots.
I'd agree.
Nah, we got them up. We're in good shape here. Again, though, with the Will Pitzel line, we saw another great offensive opportunity for Centennial. Those boys have got to learn how to play defense in their zone. We saw it against Blaine.
Boys chip it back to the point. Chalstrom with a shot. Goes wide of the net, and the bounce comes back on the Centennial's blade. They're able to get it out of the zone. They attempt the shot, but we're able to get a stick on that one. It's tipped above. Dangerous play again in front. Boys able to grab a hold of it and throwing it out. Centennial able to hold the zone. Feeds the point. Another shot. That shot bounces. And just like that, Centennial's going to go back. They're going to come out and make this a tied game, 1-1.
Wow, these boys need to regroup here. This game, we need to find a way to find the back of the net here. This is not a 1-1 game. They got to get going here and get to work.
Hitzel wins that face-off draw. You could tell he was fired up on that one, and I like it. He brings it in the zone. He backhands it back. Backhand top shelf. Will Pitzel answers the goal immediately. Makes a statement. Silences the Centennial fans.
Finally, that
was a great play by Will Pitzel.
Jesus. Finally, he gets on the board here.
2-1. 3 minutes and 44 seconds left of the first period. Will Pitzel wins that draw, but Centennial's quick to grab it. They bring it into the zone. Shot on goal. Action in front.
That's 18 again.
18 again.
He's up in the Kool-Aid all
He's up there.
long.
And Will Pitzel had nothing, didn't like any of what he had to have or give. He gave him a good old shove, and luckily the Stripes didn't call him there, and we'll take it. Will Pitzel winning that faceoff back to his D. Centennial able to get possession of it. They throw a shot. It goes above the net, though. Back out to the neutral zone. Centennial able to grab a hold of this puck. Kraus trying to go across ice. Had Will Pitzel out there. Centennial's able to get it there first, though.
Get to the middle.
Green beats him there. Will Pitzel supports him, picks it up. He's going to drop it back to Kraus. He's going to feed Green in the corner.
Up front.
Green looking for passing options. He's going to go back to the point. Kraus with a one-timer from the point. Goes just wide of the net. Drew Milch grabs it and cycles the puck.
Send it.
He's going to take a shot, but the goalie reads it all the way and gets a great glove save on it.
The hot glove of Weinhold has robbed a couple already.
Yeah, that was a great zone pressure, and like to see the boys do that every shift and hold the zone.
Put it on goal, put it on goal, put it on goal, and crash the net. Great use of the D, though. They started to recognize that they have space.
Centennial's going to win that back to their D, but it gets robbed immediately. Isaac Olsen with a great shot. It's just deflected off the goalie's stick there. Will Stewart muscles Centennial player off that, takes a shot. It gets deflected up into the glass. Centennial drops back behind the net. They're going to redirect and bring it back behind their net. Looking for passing options. They're able to get it out of the zone. They bring it back out to neutral ice and feed it into our zone. Max Peterson with a great play though to skip that player. Will Stewart with speed and energy coming into our zone. He throws it up front. Battle. Rebound gets tipped in. I believe Isaac Olsen got that one.
He wanted that one, and he got himself on the board. Great rebound. Way to bury it. Keep working, boys.
Sticks on the ice in front and keep working. And
this is a little bit more of what we expected to see.
Yeah. Will Pitzel back in the faceoff dot. They're going to come up with this one. JoJo Ross tipping it into the offensive zone. Fortunately, Centennial's defenseman is able to chip it back out. Von Norman with a great stick to chip it away. Von tipping it back over. It goes to JoJo Ross. Will Pitzel stepping up to support him. Von Norman grabs it. He's going to set it back into the neutral zone. JoJo Ross trying to get it up. Centennial's defenseman coming up big though, unable to shut them down. They're going to bring it back into our zone, but our boys are doing a great job back checking, and JoJo Ross grabs a hold of it. He's going to drive it wide. He gets it deep into the zone.
We call that the garbage.
JoJo Ross picks it up behind the net. And I'm sorry, Will Pitzel, he's cycling, he's looking, takes a shot, it goes into the belly of the goalie, and he's able to cover and make a great save. Minute 3 left in the first period.
How was the ride with the beautiful college students?
Good. Who scored?
Will scored. And Isaac Olsen scored.
Who's another?
First one was Schulte. Was it? Really?
Yep, Schulte.
How did Will score?
Backhand, top cheddar. It was beautiful.
Pretty nice goal.
Centennial able to clear the zone, but it's going to go the length of the ice and we'll get a whistle.
Well, I don't think this is the last time we're going to see that today. These guys are going to get frustrated and they're going to start to
They are. Little snapshot for fans at home. Shots on goal are 11 Centennial, 21 SLPCR. Offensive zone faceoff. Well, he's come up with it. Goes right in front in the crease. Unfortunately, Green just wasn't able to get there in time before Centennial picked it up. They bring it back into the zone, but they cannot get it past their defenseman. Battling along the blue line. They're going to regroup in the neutral zone. Try to dump it back in, and Carlin easily dumps it back out. Isaac Olsen comes up the neutral zone. He's going to bring it in. He fans on it, unfortunately. Just can't get a good shot off. Carlin tries to hold the zone. Unfortunately, results in a 2-on-1 there. Michael able to get back there and beat the Centennial players, and they get it deep into the zone, and that's going to bring us to the end of this period. And we get the buzzer. 3-1 after the first period. Again,
I didn't expect us to give up any goals, but they did get a nice tip in front, and they found a way to get one in. These boys have had flashes of great moments. They just got to continue to move the puck and put the puck on net against this goalie.
shots on goal, 21-11. Keep this up, and then hopefully we can find the back of the net a bunch more times.
You know, I want to give a shout out and thanks to Brock and Jeff managing the music and the scorebook for us all year. All season, they decided to do that, and we really appreciate that.
That's these two gentlemen behind them. Unfortunately, I can't get a good shot of them. The stripes are right in front of them.
Put the zebras in the zoo. We don't need them here blocking our view of Brock and Jeff.
Boys are talking strategy with the coach. He's coming back out.
We're going to bring Schulte, Gazzoni, and Ross with Kraus and Peterson to start this period.
Schulte comes up with this one. Centennial tries to grab a hold of it in the neutral zone. Battle along the boards here. Puck pops out and goes to Max Peterson. He drives it up through the neutral zone. That's going to find its way all the way back behind their net. Ref had called off the icing as it got tipped. Centennial coming back up with it. Tries to go to the neutral zone, but that, again, that puck gets tipped by one of our players. Centennial drops it back behind our goalie. Kraus there to pick it up. He redirects. Small miscommunication there as the two of them thought Max Peterson and Kraus were thinking that each one of them was going to grab that one. Almost caused a little bit of a fumble. Centennial able to keep this zone. Kraus there able to come up and strip them away. The 5 from Centennial pokes it away from Kraus. Puck drops back to the point.
Great save
Shot by the point. And Oswald with a glove save to keep this game a 2-point game.
That was a great play by Centennial. Oswald came out of his crease, stepped up to that one, saw it all the way into his glove. Great play by the brick wall we got in goal, Oswald.
Got Will Stewart in the faceoff dot here. Oh, he doesn't even. Will doesn't even move on that faceoff.
What happened there?
He was sleeping. Oh, it was Will Pitzel was at the faceoff, and he was sleeping. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Will Stewart at the faceoff dot, and he got caught like he was standing still.
Coon Rapids.
Stu was definitely not ready for that faceoff.
Not playing tonight. Those are our Coon Rapids guys. I think there's 4 of them.
We're gonna get an offsides here, and neutral zone draw.
One, I think they're both wrists.
Centennial comes up with this one. They dump it into the zone. Stewart grabs a hold of it, brings it back behind our net. He's got some speed as he comes out into the neutral zone. Just loses the handle on it. Can't even tell what's going on along the near side boards. The puck gets dropped back into the zone. Drew picks it up. He drops it back to Stu. Stu rockets one and beats the goalie on a beautiful, beautiful play. Drew Millets to Will Stewart.
One-timer out of the corner, right on the stick. This is what we expected from the boys. This is what we want to see. This looks great. Keep it up, boys. SLPCR 4-1. And they're rolling.
We're going. And Schulte in the faceoff dot. We win this one forward. Boys bring it into the offensive zone. We got Isaac Olson. They throw one on net, but it gets saved by their goaltender. Boys drop it back behind. Will Pitzel, he's looking for a Michigan almost there. He was trying to get that puck up on his stick.
He needs to center that in front.
That would have been amazing if he could have got that scooped up. I think he would have had it. Kraus holds the blue line. Centennial able to come up with it. They're going to bring it out to the neutral zone and lock it in. Shot blocked by Jackson Kraus. Will Pitzel trying to get it out, but Centennial able to hold. Schulte grabs it at the blue line. He's got regular passing options as he throws it over to Will Pitzel. Fortunately, it was just out of his reach. Harlan stepping up to try to hold the blue line, but Centennial able to zip it up and chip it out. Kraus steps up and feeds Schulte. Schulte brings it right back in. Just loses the handle on it before he can get a shot. Isaac beats that puck out. Fortunately, gets it poke checked away. Kraus is going to try to hold the zone, but it's going to come back in outside.
What? Yeah.
You want to schedule dinner at T-Box?
Yeah, with the dads. Everybody's got to come.
Did you text the dads?
No, not yet.
Going to have Will Stewart in the faceoff out here. He's going to win it forward. Centennial, though, able to grab that first before a winger could get up there. They're going to clear it down the length of the ice. It doesn't make it all the way to getting icing, so Max Peterson's first to it. Centennial able to take a pass. They get a shot on goal. Great save by Jake there. They sends it to the corner. Boys continue to battle for it in the corner. Oh, and Centennial with another great play. They throw one right out in front, trying to look to connect with a one-timer. Fortunately, the puck got airborne there and just couldn't connect. We're able to finally regroup and grab it. Graham Gazzoni grabs it, passes it to JoJo Ross, but unfortunately it lands at his skates, and Centennial's able to regroup it, or regrid it, and bring it back in. Von Norman steps up, and he's going to draw a penalty, because we got a delayed penalty.
Yeah, I mean, looking forward to seeing that next year in Bantams. I just don't think we'll be able to get away with it here.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're going to go to the box on that one. Von Norman is going to go spend some time next to his dad.
Well, and as much as I love Brock, I wouldn't want to see him in the city then.
No, I don't think so. And although, knowing Brock, he's probably pretty proud of Von right now and preparing him for next year's Bantams.
It's physicality. It's kind of a Norman thing.
Well, the first penalty of the game.
Oh, yeah.
And just like that, Centennial's going to go for a trip.
That's just one of those lazy penalties. Instead of pulling your stick out of there and getting to work, you just pull it right through his ankles, and he's going to the box.
It didn't last long. That was a 5-second power play for Centennial.
I like us 4-on-4. This is great. I can't wait to see what these guys come up with here.
And we come up with a clean win. Drew Milich taking that face off, drops it back to Charleston. Drew battling for it, but Centennial able to come up with it. Oh, and we're going to get another penalty. We got another trip coming our way. And Charleston's heading to the box for tripping. And we're going to go 4-on-3 here.
4-on-3, we're going to bring Kraus, Peterson, and Schulte. And we'll see what Centennial's got to offer here. Let's try to spring. We try to spring Schulte on this one. That'd be great.
That'd be. Well, he's doing a great job pressuring along the boards here. Schulte there. He's going to come up with it. He's going to rush it out of the zone. Still maintains puck possession. Centennial finally able to get a hold of it. They're going to bring it back through the neutral zone. He brings it wide and drops it around the back of the net. He tries to do a wraparound, but Jake's already there, and an easy save for him as he covers.
We're going to send Stu. He's going to send Stu for Schulte here with Peterson and Kraus, and Centennial's going to make a full line change.
See what Stu can do here. He wins that faceoff right back to Kraus. Kraus breaks it off the glass, and he's going to beat the defenseman. Stu coming in hot. Centennial able to grab it, but Kraus again leading that pass all the way through, and he gets it back deep again. Centennial chipping at the length of the ice. It lands right on the body of Max Peterson. Centennial, oh, here they come. Backhander thrown in front, but Jake gets a good blocker save and sends it back to the board. And just like that, we're down. 4-on-4. Will Pitzel jumps out there. Great feed. We're back to 5-on-3 hockey here. And just like that, all penalties have been killed. 5-on-5 again. Centennial brings it back in. Kraus able to do a great defensive play. Chips that court. He's going to feed Schulte. Fits on to Schulte. Centennial able to get a stick on that one. Oh, I'm sorry. I was tilted down too far. We're going to get a whistle. We got a hooking call. I believe it's going to be on Centennial.
Oh, man, you got to love Stu. He comes down on it. That was a 2-on-0. He could have drove to the net. The unselfish play, he passes it to Pitzel. Unfortunately, that one didn't go in. But that could have went either way. Stu could have shot that one, drove to the net, he passed it. These boys are gelling like that. They're gonna find goals.
John, I was wrong. It goes against Bryson Schulte goes to the box for the hook. I thought that was going to be a call on Centennial, but we're back down 5-on-4 here. For a minute and a half. Centennial wins that draw, but and just like that, the shot gets sprung out, and Isaac Olsen's hot in. He stops right out in front, but just couldn't get a good shot on him. Loses the puck and just can't finish that shot. Centennial back here with a breakaway. Carlin with a great back check to take away that ability.
Carlin shot out of a cannon, comes back and catches that guy.
That was beautiful to take away any shot there. Puck goes down the length of the ice. We're going to get an icing, and we're going to be coming back down.
You know, it's fun to watch when you get 4-on-3 or 5-on-4. They can spread the ice out a little bit and do some things. And Centennial took advantage of that. Unfortunately, Carlin is just fast enough to get back and shut that guy down.
That was perfect. That was a great play by Carlin. 50 seconds left of this power play for Centennial. They come up with a face-off draw. Goes back to their D. He throws it back into the corner. Wraps around the back of the net. Our boys are going to be the first to it. They wrap it around, but it's not hard enough to get it out of the zone. Centennial drops it back to the point. He feeds back to the center, or to the corner, and the winger is doing a great job at trying to battle along the corner here. Killing more time in the corner. Centennial comes up with it, though. Backhander right out in front. Jake sees it, though, and makes a great save. Jojo Ross, he feeds Graham Gazzoni the neutral zone, and he brings it in deep. So we got 5 seconds left in this penalty kill. Schulte's fresh out of the box, and he's got speed as he comes back out. He's fresh on that player. Centennial goes D to D. Oh, and just like this, Schulte racing to get it. Oh, and Schulte gets a stick held by that player from Centennial, and we get no call.
You're not doing very good one-on-one.
And then we get an icing, and we're going to come back down.
That was about as clear as a holding penalty.
That was blatant. Billy, the blind kid from 4C, and Dumb and Dumber could have saw that penalty.
That one, I don't know how they got away with that one.
Yeah,
he owes us one.
Yeah, he does. I don't know what's going on, and we got a little bit of communication out here as we've got too many players out here. Too many players.
Officer Ross is not impressed with one-on-one. He's not a fan.
Centennial's going to come up with this win.
We'll try to rein him in here.
They're going to wrap it around the back of the boards. Max Peterson grabs it, throws it out front. He hits the goalie, but it deflects out front. We're able to get the rebound. It looks like Will Pitzel came up with a second one as he's got his stick on the ice. And he catches that rebound and throws it through the 5-hole of the goaltender.
You know, I was going to say the next goal is a big goal. 4-1, and the scoring had kind of stagnated for about 7 minutes. Putting us on the board again gets the momentum back in our favor.
That certainly does. We win the faceoff draw there, too. Boys bring it back into the zone. Green feeds Stewart. Stewart with a rocket. Just goes high in the net. What a shot by Stu if he could have just got that down. Man, was that a hard shot.
That kid can shoot the puck.
Michael Chalstrom strips one of the Centennial players in the neutral zone. Millich is going to be first to it in the corner. He's got 2 Centennial players on him, though. He's able to get it over to Green. Green tries to do some magic in front, but gets it stripped. Drew steps up. He throws one on net, but it gets deflected behind. Centennial grabs it. Continue to battle here along the boards. Centennial gets it. They feed it through the neutral zone, but that's going to go right to Charlstrom. Charlstrom's going to grab it. He's going to chip it up. He hits Milich. Milich is going to bring it into the zone, takes a shot, hits the goalie right with the blocker. Great save by Centennial's goalie there. Max Peterson catches an edge. The puck actually hits him while he's laying on the ice. Green goes cross ice to Charlstrom. Almost gets it stolen there by a Centennial player. Charlstrom's going to bring it into the zone. Milich, Green out there to throw it up front. Centennial gets this puck. They're going to bring, oh no, and that's going to drop. Oh,
Great play by Max Peterson. He took the hips. That's what you got to do in Pee-wees.
Another throw up front by Stu. Stu gets the rebound, throws another one on net. Centennial able to regroup and brings it through the neutral ice. He's looking for passing options right out front, but our players do a good job at clogging up that middle. They're able to throw it to the corner. Schulte with it. Drew's going to support, picks it up. Puck bounces off, and it's Kraus.
Oh, you got to call that, too. Come on, boys. That's a hook.
Kraus stays on him, though. Continues to battle in the corner. Puck goes out front. And
Then they got to ring up Kraus on that one, and they totally missed the hook on the way down.
I don't know if I agree with this. But again, we're going to the penalty box for Kraus. But I agree, John. That was a missed call here.
I mean, come on, guys. You got to get this game under control here. It's just going to get aggressive.
That's going to start getting physical here because our boys are going to get frustrated. And
yeah, we don't want to lose those fair play points.
shots on goal currently are Centennial 14, SLPCR 24. We got 4:25 left of this period. Puck gets shot, gets deflected wide of Jake. Our boys able to come up with it. Will with a great play. Centennial able to grab a hold of it. Vaughn steps up though to keep it out of the zone.
Oh, you gotta get up.
Centennial trying to do a good job trying to hold his own, but Will Pitzel steps up again and grabs it and throws it around the side of the boards. Isaac Olsen grabs it. Had an opportunity to get it out, but he tried to puck handle on some players. Vaughn steps up. He hits a player out in front, but it tips out to neutral ice. And just like that, it lands on the stick of Isaac Olsen. And Isaac, shorthanded, scores 6-1.
That's a way to bail out your buddy who's in the box. Get on the board, shorthanded.
Unfortunate bounce for Centennial, but
he used his body great. He went low on that one, kept his hands down, muscled them right off the puck, and was able to come up with it. 6-1, 3:36 to go in the second.
frustrations continue to mount for Centennial. They just cannot find anything here. Isaac looking for passing options. He drops it back to Von Norman. We have traffic in front. Great play by Von to keep it in. He dumps it behind the net. JoJo Ross is pressuring. Centennial going to bring it back out to neutral ice. They walk it in. They try to take a shot, but it hits the skates of Max Peterson. Max tries to clear the zone, but it's intercepted by Centennial. Centennial throws one on net, but Jake reads it, gets a pad on there. Sends it into the corner. Von Norman stepping up behind the zone. He passes it over. He's looking for Graham Mazzoni. Stu fresh out of the box as we're back 5-on-5. Centennial brings it back in. They throw one on net, but Jake is able to deflect it back into the corner. Graham Gazzoni, he goes to feed JoJo Ross, but misses the pass. Centennial regroups in the neutral zone. They're going to bring it in. They're going to take a shot on goal, but they have nothing on that shot, and we are able to keep this game 6-1.
I mean, if we could let them just shoot from the top of the circles at Jake all day, I mean, they're not going to put another one on the board. He's a solid goalie. He's got a great glove. There's no way they gotta find a way to work it in lower if they expect to get on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I would agree. They're going to have to get more on Jake. We come up with that face-off win. Chalstrom back in the corner trying to clear the zone. Centennial's defenseman able to hold it. Takes a shot, but it's intercepted by Carlin right out in front. That gets it out of the zone. Centennial tried to bring it in on the far side, and it comes in offsides.
Yeah, just a little panic there, and we get the whistle.
Centennial's going to win this. They bring it back into the corner. Can't get it through the traffic in front, unfortunately for them, and they're going to hold the zone, though, and dump it behind. Green battling back there along the board, along with support from Carlin. Carlin steps up and tries to grab it. Centennial gets it, brings it back behind the net. They're going to drop it back to their point. He takes a shot, but it hits traffic in front. Another puck thrown out in front, but it's intercepted. Oh, another great save by Jake. Boys continue to battle along the near side boards here in the corner. Centennial again comes up with it. Drew finally gets possession of this as Drew Milich is going to bring it back out. He loses it though, unfortunately. Carlin comes up and saves him.
What makes you think I'm
Our boys are going to walk it in. Drew Milich and Green come in. Drew throws one low. Goalie's able to get a stick on it. And Centennial's able to clear. They throw it down the length of the ice. Centennial brings it in and does a tough shot from the corner. Jake able to get an easy save on that one. Chalstrom's going to pick up this puck. He's going to chip it up to Isaac Olsen in the neutral zone. Stu picks this puck up. Norman, fresh off the bench, picks it up on the blue line. Puck gets deflected, goes to Stewart. Isaac's going to regroup and pass it D to D back over to Isaac Olsen. He's going to go back up the real pit zone. Unfortunately, Centennial's there to strip him of it. Jackson Kraus doing a nice job on the near side blue line here. And that's going to bring us to the end of the second period. 6 runs.
You know, that one saw things going both ways. They had some good scoring opportunities on Jake. We put a couple in the net. I mean, a common theme, though, 18 and 5. I don't know if you got their names for Centennial, but those boys are kind of leading the charge as far as the offensive rushes.
Well, and I do have their names, actually, John. We can load up the lineup here. Number 5, Wyatt Ryder, and 18, Wyatt Hoffman. Both Wyatts, the Wyatts of Centennial. The Wyatts of Centennial.
The WW package for Centennial here. That's what we're facing tonight. And we've got the hot glove of Weinhold keeping us in check here. Well, we'll see what Coach Rob's got for us here. Get the boys regrouped and try to get into double digits here. It'd be nice to see that. And stay out of the box. Yeah. We don't need to be in the penalty box on this one. No reason for it. You don't even need the physicality for the rest of this game.
Oh, and part of the ranking system in District 10 is that fair game play point. We want to win that point. That's why Andover's leading this
that one's still
District 10. I still can't do the math either, John. They have like 22 points, and I don't understand it, but whatever, I'm trusting D10's got the right math calculator going on.
Laura, she's a CPA, treasurer of the association, to try to do the math on it and explain it to us.
We'll get Pitzel and Pitzel Associates on there. And we get the face-off, but the refs don't like something that went on, and they're going to blow the whistle and have them redo it here. They're going to throw Centennial center out, so we get a new center. Will Pitzel just muscles the kid off the center. Oh, that was awesome. Oh, and we're
It's
outside.
more like a wrestling move than a hockey move.
He almost suplexed him back over him. And
Unfortunately, we didn't maintain possession.
no, we did not, but the man was that entertaining to watch.
Put that on the highlight reel.
Absolutely. Will Pitzel comes up with that one. He goes back to Max. He goes D to Vaughn. They bring it in. Centennial, though, is able to grab a hold of it and bring it around the side of the boards. Battle along the boards here. Max Peterson comes up with it and dumps it deep. Centennial first to it. He's going to go D to their partner. And they're going to be able to regroup and bring it back out. That goes the distance of the ice, and we're going to hit an icing.
We're going to get some fresh legs out here and see if somebody can get something going in the O-zone here right away in the third period. Let's get on the board and get the momentum back in our favor and the scoreboard accordingly.
Isaac Olson in the faceoff dot. Centennial's going to win that. Charlstrom holding the blue line, though. Centennial finally able to chip it out. We'll come back into our zone. Drew Milich there to back catch it. He feeds Carlin cross ice. He feeds back it up to Isaac Olson. That gets chipped back to Centennial. Centennial able to keep more possession of this puck. They're going to dump it in deep. Carlin back behind the net. They try to throw one out on front, but it gets intercepted. Drew Milich coming up through the neutral zone. He's going to hold back at the blue line. Centennial's able to strip him of it. Carlin there to grab a hold of it and try to chip it back out. Unfortunately, it lands on the stick of Centennial. They bring it in and get a shot on goal. Jake able to come up with that save. Centennial still able to hold the zone pressure here. They're going to dump it in behind our net. Von Norman's there, or Charleston's there to pick it up. Fortunately, the bounce goes right to Centennial. He takes a shot, but he hooks that sucker well wide and it hits the net.
I don't like to see that pressure in our zone.
I don't
gotta
either.
get that puck out of there and get it back down by Weinhold. Get it away from Jake.
Well, coach is going to go with the fresh lineup. He didn't like what he saw either out there. So he puts Will Pitzel's line back out there. Centennial comes up with that and gets a quick shot off the faceoff. Jake able to come up with a great save. Centennial again trying to bring it right out in front. Wraparound attempt by Centennial. They get the rebound and get a second shot on there, but Jake holding strong in the net there.
Again, Will Pitzel's line giving up a great offensive opportunity. They got to shut him down in the D zone.
We got our big boys out there too right now, and I like to see them. Will Pitzel lose that faceoff draw, and Centennial tries to go side to side or D to D on that. Can't talk apparently tonight. Will Pitzel's going to bring it back out of the zone. He feeds Stewart. Stewart on his backhand. It's a shot. Rebound goes to Will Pitzel. He gets a shot. Another save by Centennial's goaltender. And they're able to regroup. They're going to bring it back in. 18, walking it over. Tough angled shot. Hits the post. Rebound goes to Centennial. Jake with a save. Chaos out in front. I think the refs should have called that whistle a lot sooner. That's just how we're going to get fights.
He's going to take two of them here. He didn't like what he saw there in front of the net.
It's like Max Peterson's going to go from our team. And
so, Billy, where are we at here? We know Will Pitzel's got 2 goals. Does Isaac Olson have 2 goals too?
yeah, I think he does.
I think he does. So let's see if they try to spring one of those boys and get him the Hattie.
We're going to stay 4-on-4 or 5-on-5 here. Max Peterson and a Centennial player both in the box, likely for roughing. Isaac Olson comes up with that faceoff win. It goes back to Von Norman. He's going to throw it out to the corner. Centennial's D there to keep it in the zone. Isaac Olson pressuring, support from Von. Centennial comes up with it, throws one on net. Jake's able to make a good save. Charlstrom bringing it up. He's going to dump it deep behind the net. 11:45 left in this second period. And this is the third period. Fortunately, Chalstrom can't hold the zone, and Centennial comes up with that. Von Norman back there to after some pressure. Push them to the corner, and Centennial behind the net. JoJo Ross offering pressure. Centennial able to grab possession of this one. They're bringing it right on front, take a shot, and Jake sees it and gets a good cover on that. But man,
there's
more
Wyatt
pressure.
Again. Wyatt pulling that out of the corner, finding a way to get it on goal. They got to watch out for 5.
The amount of pressure that the Centennial boys have been able to inflict upon us in our zone in this third period has not been great.
They're running the Panther
comes up with that win. It's trying Drew Milich, and it's going to get him. He drives, and he's going to capitalize as he goes to his forehand.
I love the Panther. They run that. Centennial was not ready for it, and Village makes a great move. I think that almost was a triple deep.
That was great. Yeah,
triple deep there.
He went forehand, back there,
shoulder, and back of the net.
The Panther worked again.
The Panther strikes again.
I did a kind of a crappy job at framing that one, unfortunately, because I got zoned in on watching Drew on the ice.
Well, you can't do it all, Billy.
Might have just been in frame, hopefully, for the folks at home. But Centennial's going to bring it in the offsides, and we're going to,
one note on these boys. Like that one, Will's already got 2 goals. He decides to take the face off and spring Village. Unselfish play, just trying to get the team on the board. I love to see that.
I love it. Trying it again. Oh, the Centennial just gets a stick on it. Milich reads the play that he didn't have anything and jumps it back.
By the glove of Weinhold again.
Jumps it back to Pitzel, and Pitzel with a great one-timer.
If you fall over it, momentum sometimes helps the velocity.
Pitzel winning that over to Milich. Oh, with a risky play there. Luckily, no arm goes up on that one. Centennial grabs it and they bring it back into our zone. Shot on goal, but Jake gets his pads down. Trying to wrap it around, but our boys do a good job stuffing that. Milich picking this puck back up. Walks around Centennial. He's going to pass it up to Pitzel. Pitzel tries to... Milich battling along the boards here for the puck. Centennial good job pressuring, and they're able to get possession of this puck. They're going to bring it out. Will Stewart fresh off the boards. Steps up the pressure. Carlin coming up along the near side board. He brings it into the zone, jumps it back to Will Pitzel. Will rings it around the boards. He's going to go for a change as Will Stewart steps up to try to pressure behind the board net. Doing a great job holding the zone here. Centennial, though, able to get a hold of this puck, and they're going to bring it back out. Shot on goal, but again, it goes right into Jake, and he's able to easily read that.
Well,
block it and save it.
Kudos to Centennial. I mean, if they can break it out against Schulte and Stewart, 2 of our most aggressive boys, physical, I mean, I guess that was a great breakout, and they deserve that opportunity.
Centennial comes up with this one. They're going to ring it back around our boards. They try to throw it out front, but it hits the side of the net, and then Jake's able to get a cover on that one.
I like this line. I like the Stewart, Schulte, Olsen line. Those are our big, physical, strong boys.
Centennial coming up with another face-off win. They're going to throw it to the corner. Pass intercepted by Stewart, who feeds Schulte right up the middle. Schulte at least gets it in deep, but he loses his edge as he runs into that Centennial player. Boys are still able to maintain possession here. And I spoke too soon as Centennial grabs a hold of it. They're going to bring it out to neutral ice. Puck gets thrown down. No icing call here. Will Stewart coming in, trying to stick the player behind the net. Great pressure by Schulte. Oh, and just can't make it through that Centennial player as they're able to get it back out to neutral ice. Stewart again, or Schulte again with a great stick. Puck's going to go back into the near side corner. Charleston comes up with it. He's going to skate it up through the neutral zone. He tries to go across ice right on the blue line. Centennial picks it up behind their net. They're coming in on a rush. And we're going to get a whistle. It's going to be an offsides.
Get out of there!
Some of the parents are not happy with Charlstrom on a play on the near side board. Some of the Centennial parents are really mad about a physical play that Charlstrom had here.
Well, welcome to hockey.
Yeah, that's what I'd say too. Centennial loses this draw. It goes back to Kraus. Vaughn picks it up behind the boards. He rings it around to JoJo Ross. JoJo tries to chip it up, but he just can't get it through the defenseman. Centennial re-grabs it. Tries to feed the back door, but just can't get a hold of that one. Comes out to neutral ice as Will Pitzel grabs it. Locks it in.
God, pass the puck.
Looking for passing options, just couldn't find an open lane.
Wants a hat trick.
Centennial grabs a hold of that. Great back check by JoJo Ross. Slows that defenseman up, or the forward up. Von Norman dumps that one deep in behind the play. Centennial grabs a hold of this.
Yeah.
They're able to bring it back deep in our zone. Pressuring back, battle along the boards.
We need a line change here.
Shot on goal, but Jake's able to get a good chest save on that one. JoJo Ross takes it, feeds it over to Graham Gazzoni. Graham misses the pass, so he's going to go for a change. Centennial grabs this, though. Vaughn steps up and gets a great stick on that shot, and it goes well wide of the net or above it. Jackson Krause with a great battle along the boards. Springs it out of the zone. Comes in offsides, unfortunately, and we get a whistle. I wonder if this would be easier just to hold it.
I mean, we got to get the X-Bot going. The X-Bot is the technology we invested in.
Yeah, but it's not tracking for us the way I want it to be, but I think I could probably just hold this thing instead of keeping it on the tripod. This one doesn't auto track, unfortunately.
Well,
shot from the point.
Billy does too. We just haven't had very good luck with it.
We're going to try to go manual mode here.
Oh, wow, look at this guy. That's talent right there.
All right. Isaac Olsen winning that one back. Carlin grabs it in the corner, but he tries to pass it up through traffic. Isaac Olsen and Carlin battling along the near side boards here. Centennial comes up with it. They throw it out front. Centennial comes up with that rebound there. They get another shot on goal and able to come up with another great save as Jake as he's watching.
Well, you got 3:33 left. I'd like to see the boys get a hat trick. I'd like to see Olsen, Pitzel. I think Milic might have two. I know he's got one, but you'd like to give him the chance here to get the hat trick.
Centennial comes up with that one off the face-off and gets a good shot. I shouldn't say a good shot. They get a shot on goal, and Jake's able to get a save on that one. Centennial again winning the face-off draw. We're able to intercept the pass, though, and it goes to Schulte. Tries to spring somebody in the neutral zone. I couldn't see who that was. I think it was Will Pitzel. That's Peterson behind our net. He feeds Will Stewart. Will Stewart's going to drive it into the zone, but we come in off sides, it looks like, and not certain exactly who is off sides on that. But
Let's go!
Isaac Olson in the faceoff out here. He wins that back straight to his D. Goes to Michael Chalstrom. Michael's going to dump it in deep behind the net. JoJo Rawson hot trying to beat him. Some of the fans are not liking that hit, but Von Norman drops in and grabs it.
Was that in the net? That looked like it was in the net.
Great shot on goal. It gets deflected. I thought it was in the back of the net too, but it wasn't. Chalstrom grabs this one. And they come in off sides. The Centennial players' families,
the parents are getting animated.
They are not liking the physical play.
Pretty aggressive approach. We're in running time here, so let's get this puck dropped and keep the momentum rolling here.
Minute 40 left in this game here. Centennial coming up with this faceoff win, but Centennial walking this one in. He tries to go cross ice, but it gets intercepted. Will Pitzel bringing it in. He loses the handle. He tries to drop it over to Green. Green dropping it back to Drew Milich along the boards here. He loses it to Centennial. And they're going to bring it back down the length of the ice. Von Norman and Chalstrom forcing that player to the outside corner. Centennial throwing one. Oh, Jake! And Jake coming up huge with that save. That back door was wide open.
Out of nowhere, Oswald.
And Oswald just comes flying across and able to make that save. That might be the save of the game. Oh, bad giveaway right in front of our net. Two great saves. The whistle gets blown before the puck ends up in the back of the net.
I mean, he almost taunted him with that one. He slapped the puck back at him and said, hey, why don't you try again?
He did.
Shuts him down.
Jake ain't having it as he's going to hold on to this 7-1 lead. We only got 16 seconds left. Our boys are taking their sweet time on making this line change, and that's going to bring us to the end of the game. Just like that, we get a final 7-1. 37 shots on goal for us and 35 for Centennial. They did a good job at pressuring in this third period and making this a game.
Yeah, I mean, I think the boys could play better. I would have liked to have seen double digits. This is not a very good team, and we gave up a good tip goal. I mean, but we got to get locked in here if we want to beat some of these better teams.
Yeah, I would agree, John. But good game either way. We came out ahead. So tomorrow we play Champlin. So we'll be back live from Champlin's Ice Arena. So we'll see you there.